In this video, I'm going to be talking about a new website that takes the stress out of changing your address. It's called Moving Out, and it helps you to notify all of your service providers of your new address from a singular platform. It saves you hours and it avoids you having to have the same conversation over and over again. So I'm ready to get started with the Moving Out service, and here's my step-by-step walkthrough. So here I'm going to click on Get Started, and step 1 is address information, where we're going to find my old and my new address. So first up, I'm going to enter the address for my old postcode, my old address, in the top column. I'm just going to enter my full postcode and then click on the magnifying icon, and it will generate all the address options for me. And after that, I'm going to enter the postcode for my new address and again click on the magnifying icon. Once both addresses have been selected, you can see on the map on the right hand side that pins have been dropped, and I can navigate by zooming in furthermore and looking at the two addresses on the map, which is pretty cool. So that's step 1 done, and then you'll see in the bottom right hand corner the next tab has gone from grayed out to blue, so it's now available for me to click on and proceed to the next stage, which is move date. So let us know your move date. This will allow your service providers to know when you have moved so they can update their records. So the move date will be at the end of this month, hopefully, but as many of you may know, these things are never really set in stone. I'll put the end of the month as my move date. It's good to know that I can alter the date later on down the line if anything does change. So I've entered the move date, and again now the next button on the bottom right hand corner is blue, and I can click on that to take me to the next stage, which is notifications. So here it says select your services below. Pick the services that are relevant to you so that we can help you to avoid missed bills, penalties, and make sure your records are up to date. So we created with a really comprehensive and easy to follow page with a litany of different options for services, ranging from accountants, banks, local councils, dentists, doctors, gyms, opticians, chemists, schools, and a whole lot more. So in this scenario, I'm going to be changing from one London council to another. So I'm going to select council. I'm also going to select my dentist, my doctor, GP's office, and my optician. Having done that, I'm now going to click on the bottom right hand corner's next tab, which will take me to the next step, which is suppliers. So it says here, now tell us which service providers you use. Don't worry if your provider is not listed. Select Find My Supplier, let us know the supplier you wish to notify, and we'll get them added. Right, so let's see what has been generated so far. Cool, so in council, it's picked up the council or the London borough where I used to live based on my postcode, so that's great. That's already been populated for me, so I can select that option with no issues. Moving on to my opticians, I'll cycle through the different options that have been populated and see if my opticians is listed there. So it doesn't seem that my optician has been added yet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually utilize the Find My Supplier option and have my supplier added on by the Moving Out service. So let's see how this goes. Where it says search next to the magnifying option on the optician level, I'll add in my opticians and then click on Find My Optician. So a pop-up has now appeared and it says let's get your local supplier added. So here I can just fill in the details about my particular optician. So the first field, optician, has already been populated. I don't have to amend that. Next up, I'm going to enter my email address, followed by the optician's name, so the company name goes there. And in the final field, I'm going to add in the postcode for that optician's address and click on the magnifying icon. Once I click on that icon, I have a range of businesses that are populated that are tied with that postcode. I just need to navigate through them and find my optician. And yep, there I have it. I found it. So I'm going to click on it. And now all I have to do is click on the request tab. Awesome. So it says your request has been sent and we will email you once we have added your requested supplier. You will be able to notify your requested supplier via the Moving Out dashboard. Great, so I'm going to go ahead and click on continue and proceed with my dentist and doctors. I'll have a quick look and see if they are actually already pre-populated. Brilliant. So I found my dental practice, so I'll just click on their tab and then do the same with my GP's office. which again is available. So brilliant. Out of the 4 services, 3 are already populated, and I've added my opticians in a really straightforward manner. So I'm really happy with that. Now that all my services have been chosen, I'm going to go ahead and click on next. On the next page, it states, these are the services and suppliers you've selected so far. If you have requested any service providers, we will email you once they are added and you can notify them from the dashboard. So as we can see here, out of the 4, 3 of them already here. I requested in the previous page for my optician to be added. Meanwhile, my local council, my London Borough is there, as well as my dental practice and GP's practice. On the right, it says here, based on the services you have selected, this is your plan. If you decide to add more services, we'll automatically upgrade you to the correct plan. So because I have more than one, I will be on the individual price plan, which is unlimited address notifications within a 60-day period and the ability to select from 1,000 plus service providers for £20. For this video, I'm going to go for the free option, which is up to 1 address notifications. So in order to use the free plan, I'm going to remove my local council and my dental practice and just keep the remaining GP's practice. And by doing so, it automatically updates and has selected the free plan option for me. So I'm now going to click on next, where I'm to create my account. I'll fill in my first name, my last name, date of birth, provide my phone number, my email address, and my password in order to create my account. Once those fields are completed, I can click on the create account blue tab at the bottom. And it's great that it reiterates the service that I've got here. And it says final step, this one's on us. So great, I don't have to pay anything extra for this service. I'm going to go ahead and click on continue. So here is a summary page on this dashboard. On the left hand side, it has my details, my email address, my telephone number, and my date of birth. On the middle, it has my previous address as well as my new address. And on the right, it reiterates the date that I selected earlier that I'll be moving. The real handy things here on this dashboard are on the left hand side, it says adding more services. So if you've forgotten to change something, you can add services as well. This isn't final. You can always add more services at this stage as well. And also on the move date, as I stated earlier, the move may not necessarily occur on the date I think right now. I do have the option to edit the date. In the top right hand corner, it says edit date with a pencil icon. I can click on that simply and change the date of my move with no hassle. And when I scroll down, it says finalize your notifications below, where it provides service specific information here. This information allows organizations to find your records. So by scrolling down, it says to change is 1 at the moment. That's the GP's practice that has to be changed and is not in progress yet until I click on the notify tab. This is the current progress of the GP service to be changed. I can go ahead and click on the notify tab, and as soon as I do that, it changes from to change to in progress 1, and that's it. That service is now in progress. And that's it. Moving Out takes care of everything else for you. And since they offer the free option, why not give Moving Out a try? You'll find the link to their website in the description box below. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please do give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And why not share this video with someone else you might think may benefit from it? And if you have any questions or comments, leave them for me below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.